All right, so just gonna move this out of the way because, yeah, I mean, Zoom, say it's like a virus that takes over your life, takes over your computer screen. We need it, but I wish it was a little bit more sort of less obtrusive. If you open up the exercise there, and I have started recording, haven't I? Yes, I have. The practice, it says practice worksheet. That's this one here is exercise 12. In the challenge tab, and you see the tabs down the bottom there. I hope those are familiar to you. We're only going to work on the challenge one. We're going to work with this thing here. It's the FX stands for function. If we go to the home menu, you can also see here, we can get our functions all from there because we've got this limited number of functions there. But if you go to more functions, it pulls up the same kind of menu, and then you've got all these functions here. And if you can't find the function there, you can just search for it. All right. Now, if you've memorized the function, you don't have to go through this. You can just call it up by starting a cell edit with the equal and just to start the function that you remember. So it wants us to do the average function here. Now, as I said, the easiest way to do that is we found it right there. This works really good if the cells that you want to run the function on, if those cells are all adjacent, or we could use the word contiguous, that is, they're all connected together by only one boundary. And so if I put the average there, we see that they are contiguous, they all line up together, and then take note of the actual
Mister,
function. Yes?
there's people waiting in the waiting room. They need your admit. Thank you.
All right, yeah. All right, let's let them in. Mr. Tires, Aisha, Mahban, Miriam, and Sarah. Let them all in. Welcome, students. Now we got sort of like 18 students here now. That's good. Abdul Ghafoor and Fatma. All in are so. All right, for people that have just come, we are just working on lab 6. Now, here in the function editing bar there, you can see the function is developed just from me clicking on it there. I can see it here and I can see it up here. If I enter, then that function is there. You know, using the fill handle, I can copy that function down to these other cells. The relative cell addressing is working. So whereas the function up here is B3 to E3, the average of those, here it's B4 to E4, and down here it's B17 to E17. So this gives us the average of each of these things to the left of it. That's all that was about. It talks about using the auto sum. This is the auto sum, right? And you can see there's some built-in functions there that we've used before. To calculate the lowest of the cells. Now, actually, here it wants you to get the auto sum for the lowest of these. That might work because they are contiguous. Let's hope that it does. I had some trouble with that last time I wanted to do that. Yes, because they're contiguous, they highlight it and it works. And if you go back then, again, it's always good to know exactly how is that working. What it is it's equal the sum of all the stuff above. And because we look here, that formula, we want that to be the lowest, that formula to apply to all of these. So I'm going to just use the fill handle and take it to all those others. So that gives us for each of these, well, that's not right. That's more of a sum. What did I do?
Yes, sir, it looks wrong.
Yes, it's wrong.
We want the minimum, not the sum.
I didn't get the right one. Instead of getting the min, I got the sum. My apology. Let's try again. Instead of sum, min. Yes, there we go. That's the one we want. It gives us the minimum value, and then I'm going to use the fill handle to pull all those over there. So we got the minimum value from each one of those columns. That's all that was about. Now it talks about the function library to insert a function that calculates the median. It actually probably has the median here, right? But maybe it doesn't. All right. So, The library can be found by pulling down this more functions, or we could just get it by going here, right? If I go there, get the same thing. There's median. Now the problem is that the contiguous cells are not available. So we know that it's median. I'm going to cancel this, and I'm just going to start typing. I know it's the median that I want. Equals median. And their median comes up. And now it's opening a bracket. That means, and as it says, you need to do the number 1 to the number 2. I want from this column, but not including the lowest score, as because that would skew our results because we'd have an extra number in there. But this is getting in the median. I don't know if you're familiar with the mathematical concept, the median, but the median is, the median means that, do I have anybody else to add? I don't think so. The median means if you strung out all the values from lowest to highest, and there was 30 values, for example, and you went to the 15th value, that would be the median, or the middle of the pack. Median kind of means middle. But it's different than average because you could have all the big numbers. You could have a string of values arranged from small to big, and most of them were big numbers with one really, really small number. Then the median number is going to be kind of big. And likewise, so not all of your samples are evenly distributed. So that's statistics. I'm not giving you a lesson on statistics. We're just supposed to look at a little bit of using Excel. So that one there, again, I'm going to do the fill handle and pull it across. We got that one by using the function, insert function method, all right? So in cell B20, create a function to calculate the highest score. And again, I know that that is actually max. So I could just type in equal max. And I can see when I do the equal and I start typing MA that there's a bunch of functions that are available. Okay, now these other ones are special functions. Now it's saying to you to
What's up?
problem?
There's people
Someone
in the
is in
waiting
the
room.
waiting. Yeah.
You still want people to come into the meeting? There's still people waiting? What's the problem?
Yes.
Yeah, I want you to admit.
I don't see anybody needing to be admitted.
Then maybe they got the wrong link. I sent the new one.
All right. Okay, when I see them, I'll let them in. All right, so here, if you know what the function is, that's really easy. Just equal max. And then you can get that function. You can start typing of what? Max of what? Highlight those. I want the max value of those values. Just the same as the min value. I could do that. If you don't know, you could go to the auto sum and find it there, right? And the problem with this one is it's going to give you the max, but it also has our lowest and median, so we'd have to edit that. We only wanted to go over the range up to B70. We could do that. So that's a way. Another way that I hope we see now is I could go to the FX and then I could find max here and do it the same. And then again, I'd have to edit it because it's taken cells that I don't want to include. So that's, I've got an extra cell in there, so I'm going to delete that. But that's basically the lesson. So just to review it quickly, what we did is we found that there's 3 places that we can find our functions. And there's a lot of functions there. I mean, what we looked at was just statistical functions. There's lots of other functions. We can find them here, and they're in lots of different types of functions. Here's all of our statistical functions. There's financial functions if you're a financial guru, time and date functions if you wanted to do calculating people's overtime and leave and stuff like that. Math, look at that. So this is really, really powerful software, folks. I mean, the functions built in here will replace just about anything you've got in your scientific or business calculator. It's all there. We just used a couple of them, and you can sort of explore around and find a lot of others. Check the waiting room. Yeah, okay. Let me see class is just about finished. Folks, you really need to try and get here on time, as these classes are kind of short.
Sir, it said the host is waiting to let me in for like 10 minutes. I just got it now.
Well, I've been checking every couple, I don't know what happened. But I've been checking every couple minutes, and you'll see that when you play back the video. If I see there's people there, I'll let you in. So I'm sorry about that. But do try and come on time. People that are here at 10:30, I let them in. I do a thing which is you see here. Oh well, there's nobody waiting, but I could admit everybody at once. So any questions about that? There's lots of little functions that we can work with. Sir, can I resend my assignment? Yes, yes you can. Yeah, to those people that came a little late, yeah, I'm sorry. I don't want to be short with you or anything. It is better if you come on time, because then I don't have to interrupt the lesson, and then you don't have to be waiting. If I see you there, I will let you in. So as I said, just to summarize what we did today, the main ideas there are we want to add special functions. The functions are built in as formula in Microsoft Excel. They've put a lot of work into developing this for us so that we don't have to write our own functions. There's a few here that we use very often. They're in the auto sum button up there. Many, many more are available, and they're categorized. So many functions that you can use. Yeah, I hope that today's lesson, we saw a few of them, and we can use those. The lesson, I will stop recording in a minute, and I will put this up onto D2L. Any other questions? Look, I'm in the middle of the, there we go. Any other questions? Can come by chat or by question by asking me. Some people are saying that there's no questions. Let me just see who's here, because I have a list. Okay, so I got Abdulaziz, Abdul Rahman, Abdul Ghafoor, Aisha Merfan. And as I said, sorry to those students that were waiting outside. We'll try and make it so if I see you, I'll let you in. Absolutely. But once I start talking, you know, I get a bit focused. Kareem, Ahmed, or AKA Medo.
That's
Kareem, yeah. Meher. Meher is the new student who I should find on the list somewhere. Mr. Tires. Woo, cool. I know where to go when I need new tires. I will go and see Mr. Tires. Mr. Tires, you got another name that might be on my list? Mariam, I think that's Mariam Madani. Nadja.
Yes, sir, it's me.
Yeah, I got that. Najla.
Yes, sir.
Othman, got Othman. Roeda, Sama, I think I already saw. So I'm just marking them present.
Yeah,
Sana and Sarah. Sarah Jones. Shad. Okay, so you're all present. Thanks for coming, students. Any questions?
Sir, have you said my name?
Say your name, say your name. Hind?
And yeah,
Welcome, Hind.
thank you. I've been here since the beginning.
Yeah, I think I even ticked you off my list at the beginning, so I appreciate that. All right, any other sort of questions? Because I will end the meeting if there's not. I'm going to stop recording anyway. It seems like there's